So hello everybody, my name is Brandon and I'm going to be teaching you how to do the bent arm pressed handstand. It's actually a pretty beginner friendly way to get into the handstand, and if you're already quite strong, it might even be the easiest way for you to do it. There are not that many requirements. I learned the bent arm press without even knowing how to do the handstand. That's actually how I learned how to get into it. You do need to be a little bit strong or a lot of bit flexible to do it, and I will show you some of the exercises how to do it. But first, I'm going to get over the technique in case you're just already ready for it. So the technique will be, you're going to put your hands down and you need to get your center of mass over your hands. The easiest way of doing it is to bend in the legs and then push up like that. Another easier way, if you're a little bit more flexible, is you keep your legs straight. Then you'll do the same technique. You're going to put your butt and your knees over your hands, one of them. You're going to bend down and then press up like that. So either the tuck position or the straddle position if you're a bit more flexible. And if you're like very, very flexible, you will be able to do it with your arms straight to be easier, but I really doubt that's the case, but I'll go over it anyway. If you're really flexible enough to do it, it's going to be the same technique that I'll be using for the bent arm variations, but just replace it with straight arms, where you'll put your butt over your hands and then press your hands up like that. So I'll get into now the progression exercises that you'll need to use in order to get into the bent arm press handstand. So the first thing for the absolute beginner, and everyone should be able to do this of some sort of variation, will be a kneeling push-up. So you'll build strength with kneeling push-ups off the beginning. And you'll want to do some variations, to build the wrist up. So stagger the hands, do different hand postures, work the back of the wrist. Wrist flexibility and mobility strength is all very important. So get, all kinds of variations with the hands and fingers to build up to it. And then eventually you'll get to the regular push-up. And you want to use the same kind of idea. Get a good variety of push-ups to build up the wrist and the shoulders. This is mainly a shoulder exercise. And then once you get to the push-ups, depending on your strength level, if you need to build a lot of strength, the best way to build strength in the push-up position is to lean forward with your arms straight, get a rounded back, a hollow body position, and then do your push-ups. So when you lean forward, that will build the most strength with the push-up position, but build just enough strength so that you can get into doing pike push-ups, which is the same kind of deal. You're going to be putting your butt closer and closer to your hands, and you'll be doing the push-ups. Now you see how I'm doing. I'm not doing this, and then this is an incorrect technique. You'll want to be leaning forward and dropping your head over your hands to do the pike push-up. And once you can do about maybe 5 or 10 pike push-ups, you'll be able to do a float. So look at the feet. It's very important. When you push down, your feet float a little bit. You're going to do that. You're just going to go down, do your feet float. And then once your feet can float and you can do about 5 or 10 floating pike push-ups, that's how you have the bare minimum amount of strength to do the handstand press. Now, if you want to go beyond that level of strength, more strength is obviously better. So you're going to want to go against a tree or a wall in your house works pretty good too, and do your handstand push-ups against the tree or a wall. Do them both ways, chest to wall and back to wall, and that will build a lot of strength. Now it's also going to be a little advantageous to stretch out your hamstrings. Do like a pike stretch. Try to push, if you can't touch the ground, try to touch the ground. But most of the time it's a strength-based movement. So you really want to put your back against the wall and use your head to press up. This will mimic the same movement pattern with taking away the balance factor slightly. And you can do the straddle variations. And then once you can do it very well against the wall, you can try it with your head against the floor. You don't have to do this step, but it is optional to practice a headstand press and then a headstand push-up. Those two moves will help you get the bent arm press a lot faster. So when you get down, you don't want your hands to be completely flat. You want to spread out your hands and bend your fingers like this. So come here, zoom in on the fingers here. They are bent like this. And this is just a stronger posture when your fingers are bent up like this. You're able to grab the ground more and get better technique. So get back. So again, I'm gonna go over the technique for you. You want your bent fingers, push your head down and your butt up, and then your feet will come up, then you can push. And then once you can really, you might not be able to do a handstand at first. Your arms might be just bent some. So if your arms are bent, use it just to bend up ugly style. And eventually you'll be able to get to the handstand in that position. So if you made it this far and you got any, if you liked the video, got any value from it, please give it a like. I'll leave a comment what kind of tutorial I should do next. And subscribe if you're interested in, strength and fitness and physical and mental training. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Farewell.